everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm Paul Baker with Wild River Scrimshaw on custom knives and straight razors, and this will be my first shave video, and I'm going to review the Blade Scrim Smolder soap, and I'm going to show you a razor that I just recently restored and honed. Just got done stropping, and that's what I'm going to use to shave today and give it a shave test before I put it up for sale. The razor is 1860 to 1880, somewhere in there. It's a BJ Iyer and Company out of Sheffield, Challenger razor, and it had some rust, and I didn't want to lose the Challenge stamp in the razor, so I didn't want to grind the rust out, so I just removed all the rust and then polished it. It took a perfect bevel. I don't think it's gonna pick it up, but it took a perfect bevel. I put it, the scales were trashed. I used the original wedge, which is French ivory. Stainless steel pins. It's got bushings, and I used maroon. I don't know if we're gonna pick this up. Maroon micarta, linen micarta, and it's a gorgeous razor. And this will be up for sale on my website. Anyway, this is what we're gonna shave with today. I've already done my pre-shave, and all I use is grapeseed oil. I just got out of a nice hot shower. We're going to be using the Blade Scrim Smolder. I've had it blooming. Dump the bloom water out into the lid, and I'll put that on my face. I love the smell of this Smolder. It's really nice. For a brush today, we're going to be using a vintage Ever-Ready that I restored. Took the original knot out of and put a synthetic knot in. Up here in Alaska, you kind of got to use a lot of water. You got to go overboard a little bit with your water because the air is so dry that your soap will dry on your face in a matter of, by the time you get your cheeks done, your neck, the soap's starting to dry on your neck. So I just use a little bit of extra water. I guess during these shave videos, I guess I'm just gonna talk and tell you about my day, I guess. So if you watch the news at all, you'll know that our oil field is in trouble up here. We're cutting back and shutting back, and I was laid off 2 weeks ago, so I'm looking for employment. I can't make it on custom knives and custom straight razors, or artwork for that matter. I do scrimshaw artwork, and the way the economy is right now, people just aren't buying artwork, which is a shame because I've got some beautiful stuff for sale. So that's really weighing heavily on my mind. I've never been out of work before, and of course in their infinite wisdom, they laid off everybody with seniority and that was making a decent wage. You know how the bean counters are. So anyway, I'm loading my brush up here. I love this this vintage Ever-Ready, and this is the first synthetic knot that I've used. I'm a boar brush guy. I tried the 3 Badgers I've tried shed so bad and fell apart on me that I'm not going to spend $50 on a brush and have it fall apart. So normally I use a scuttle, but I'm going to face lather with this. And I'm going to take my bloom water and get my face wet with that. It smells really good. I'm also going to be using the Blade Scrim Smolder aftershave which I just recently got after I got the soap. My wife really likes the smell of this soap, and so I thought, well, I'll get the aftershave to go with it. And it's funny because when you open the bottle up, it doesn't really smell. It smells like the soap, but not exactly, and it's got a little something in there that'll put you off a little bit. And I opened the bottle up and handed it to my wife, and she said, "Oh, I don't like that." Well, I went ahead and put it on, and then as soon as it was on for a few minutes, and then she smelled it, she said, "Oh, wow, I really like that." So I think some of these scents, you got to have them on your skin. Let the whatever's in there evaporate a little bit, witch hazel or whatever, and a little too much water. Oh, look at that. This is wonderful soap. And let it sit on your skin a little bit, and it's going to smell different than what it does in the bottle. Too much water in the brush. Oh yeah. And hopefully I can get all 3 passes in here before my time runs out. I tried to shoot a video yesterday. It was pretty funny. It was what I got on film was great. It looked great, you know. And, it was kind of my test run. Well, what I didn't realize was the SD card was full on my phone, and I didn't record but a couple minutes of it. So here we go with our first pass. No pull. Ooh, that feels good. And this razor's got a little bit of a smile to it, so kind of got to adjust for that. Very nice. Smells so good. It's got a nice slickness to it. Good cushion. It smells good. That's one of my things there, is it's got to smell good. Give me a little bit of a rough angle there on that. All right, first pass. Very nice, very nice. I don't feel any razor burn, nothing like that. I think I'm going to nick myself over here, maybe not. So, we'll get the face wet again. Like I said, you really got to keep stuff wet here. Everybody's at the big shaving convention there in San Francisco. And I wish I could go to stuff like that. And that's probably part of the issue with my blade and art business, is because I don't get any exposure up here in Alaska, and it's just cost prohibitive to fly to like the Blade Show or a Shave Con or something like that, where if you live in the lower 48, you're looking at a few $100s to probably fly there, and versus a few $1,000s. So, look at that. This is just lovely. Razor is performing fantastic. I'd like to keep this one, but I know I can't. I've got quite a few. So here's a little trick for you. Mid shave, do a little palm strop. So I've been wet shaving for really my whole life. I've always used a brush and soap. There was a time when I used a brush in a can because I couldn't get soap. And it's nice that this has become popular again, so you can get really good soaps. But if you're watching this and you don't shave with a straight razor, but you want to get into wet shaving, and don't want to try a straight razor, go to a double edge. Even get a brush and some good soap and use your Bic disposable if that's what you're comfortable using. But your skin will love you when you start using a double edge or a straight razor. And your money goes a lot further. You can buy 100 double-edged razor blades for $10. Okay, we're back. I got 3 nice passes out of it. I did nick myself in two spots, just barely, and that on my neck, especially with a blade that I haven't used before. That's not uncommon. So after 3 passes, this is what I got left in my brush. So yeah, that is a really, really nice soap. And you know what? It's not an expensive soap. So that's a plus. And then I used the Blade Scrim Smolder aftershave. Smells great, feels good. The soap once again. Alright, so thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. Check me out on the web. www.wildriverscrimshaw.webs.com, and you can find us on Facebook at Wild River Scrimshaw. If you're looking for a razor or a knife or some artwork. Anyway, had a great shave. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.